Deir al-Balah, AP. Israeli airstrikes killed at least 38 Palestinians in Gaza, hospital officials said on Sunday, as Israel was sending a ceasefire negotiating team to Qatar, ahead of Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu's White House visit for talks toward a deal. U.S. President Donald Trump, who will meet with Netanyahu on Monday, has floated a plan for an initial 60-day ceasefire that would include a partial release of hostages held by Hamas in exchange for an increase in humanitarian supplies allowed into Gaza. The proposed truce calls for talks on ending the 21-month war altogether. Separately, an Israeli official said the Security Cabinet late Saturday approved sending aid into northern Gaza, where civilians suffer from acute food shortages. The official, speaking on condition of anonymity because they were not authorized to discuss the decision with the media, declined to give more details. Northern Gaza has seen just a trickle of aid enter since Israel ended the latest ceasefire in March. The Israel-backed Gaza Humanitarian Foundation's closest aid distribution site is near the Netzarim corridor south of Gaza City that separates the territory's north and south. In Yemen, a spokesperson for the Iran-backed Houthi rebels announced in a pre-recorded message that the group had launched ballistic missiles targeting Israel's Ben Gurion airport overnight. Israel's military said they were intercepted. Israel hits 130 targets across Gaza. Israeli strikes hit 2 houses in Gaza City, killing 20 Palestinians and wounding 25 others, according to Mohammed Abu Selmiya, director of Shifa Hospital, which serves the area. In southern Gaza, Israeli strikes killed 18 Palestinians in Muwasi, an area on the Mediterranean coast where thousands of displaced people live in tents. Officials at Nasser Hospital in the nearby city of Khan Yunis told the Associated Press. It said 2 families were among the dead: my brother, his wife, his 4 children, my cousin's son, and his daughter. 8 people are gone, said Sakir Abu al-Khair, as people gathered on the sand for prayers and burials. Israel's military had no immediate comment on the individual strikes, but said it struck 130 targets across Gaza in the past 24 hours. It claimed its strikes targeted Hamas command and control structures, storage facilities, weapons and launchers, and that they killed a number of militants in northern Gaza. Rift over ending the war ahead of the indirect talks with Hamas and Qatar. Netanyahu's office asserted that the militant group was seeking unacceptable changes to the ceasefire proposal. Hamas, which gave a positive response late Friday to the latest U.S. proposal, has sought guarantees that the initial truce would lead to a total end to the war and withdrawal of Israeli troops from Gaza. Previous negotiations have stalled over Hamas' demands of guarantees that further negotiations would lead to the war's end, while Netanyahu has insisted Israel would resume fighting to ensure the group's destruction. The war began when Hamas attacked Israel on Oct. 7, 2023, killing some 1,200 people and taking 251 others hostage. Israel responded with an offensive that has killed over 57,000 Palestinians, more than half of them women and children, according to Gaza's health ministry. The ministry, which is under Gaza's Hamas government, does not differentiate between civilians and combatants. The UN and other international organizations see its figures as the most reliable statistics on war casualties.